Hello, welcome to Hannibal Leo Media. I am Leo. I like to talk about media in all its forms, TV shows, video games, blah 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 blah. So I'm doing the body count right now, which is like the kill count, but I cover things James Age and East won't touch, so like TV shows and um, I don't know. I know. So I really wanted to do a Kill Bill body count, but there's a lot of stuff about Tarantino that people are. I don't want to get hate for covering a movie that I admittedly enjoy and have enjoyed since I was 9 years old. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. Either way, I know how to get the footage. So anyway, we're talking about Helluva Boss season 1. We are just on mission 0. We are going to do episode 1, which is Murder Family. So let's get started and talk about my favorite thing.
Cartoon violence! Cartoon violence!
Episode 1 kicks off with I would say it's quite depressing. So our narrator of this episode is saying how she has always been a good person. She's always tried to do the right thing. And yet she's down here with the Hitlers and the Epsteins of the world, which is the first time since the original pilots and things on YouTube that that a real person or anything has been referenced, because they were trying to move away from it because it upset a lot of people in the Has Been Hotel pilot, and it upset a lot of people when they found out Baxter was originally a Titanic victim. So they were like, not going to reference any real life events, but they referenced Hitler and Epstein. No, I'm not supposed to say that name, the first name on YouTube. But fuck it. So she was a teacher called Mrs. Mayberry, who seems really nice. She seems like the teacher that everyone wanted to have in school. We had a couple of those, and I got lucky to have those teachers. I also got really unlucky to have the teachers that no one wanted. But the teachers that everyone wanted, I remember them very fondly. But she has this song that she starts off every morning with to do the time and day and whatever. And that's the part where I was like, you know what, maybe you do kind of deserve to be in hell, because I also grew up with a lot of teachers that would like sing to get your attention. So you, like, they would sing a line of something and you'd have to sing it back, or it was like a good morning song. Just hated it then, hate it now. So maybe I would have been like, get to fuck Mrs. Mayberry. But no, I wasn't that kid in school. Well, not in primary school. Anyway, one of the kids happily reminds the teacher that it's her husband's birthday. And they go la 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 la. I can't sing, so I'm not gonna attempt it. So she's like eye twitchy and things, and she's like, children, stop singing! I forgot my husband's birthday. I am such a horrible wife. Oh no. So one of the kids is like, let's give him a surprise video call. So she's like, yeah, let's do that. It's a good idea. And then traumatises the entire classroom of children and Mrs. Mayberry, because Mr. Mayberry, aka Gerald, his name is Gerald, he fucking deserves what happens to him next. He's sleeping with a woman, and I can't even play it because I know because the YouTube version is quite watered down compared to the Prime version, so like I don't know how much I'm actually allowed to put in. So the woman Gerald is sleeping with is called Martha, who is voiced by Hera Lilith Hoffer, aka Jinx Monsoon, who is one of my favourite drag queens, and she is beautiful, like talented, gorgeous, just I love Jinx. I love her so much. She's hilarious. She's very talented. I've recently done an interview for uni, and we were talking about one of the TV show ideas I had, and she was like, oh, who would your dream cast member be for like whatever? And I was like, Jinx Monsoon, because she's been in Doctor Who, so she's she's obviously willing to film for UK media. I was like, yeah, there's a whole character that I was like, she needs to be it. Like, if it ever gets to that point and they ever say who you cast into it's her, it's like, I can't. Mrs. Mayberry is also voiced by Mara Wilson, who was Matilda in the 1996 movie with Danny DeVito. She was in loads of other things. She was like Miracle on, what is it called, 85th Street or something. I don't do Christmas movies. She was also in Mrs. Doubtfire. She's in so many things as a kid. Unlike Has Been Hotel, who has actors from Broadway or voice actors who are like musical related, like it's like they brought in Patrick Stump for Abel, like, you know. Helluva Boss brings in a range of celebrities and voice actors. So they have had Kesha on. We'll get into that when it comes to her episode, because there was a lot there. But Has Been Hotel does this because it's a musical TV show. Helluva Boss is just a TV show with music that sometimes gets sang by the characters. The rest of the music is background, if that makes sense. I really hope I'm making sense here. So Mrs. Mayberry decides she's going to go get revenge on her husband after she yeets a child up through the ceiling. And I'm showing my age here by saying yeet. But yeah, kid's like, remember what you taught us? And she, fuck you. So she shoots Gerald and his affair partner Martha, and then shoots herself. So that gives us 2 bodies. I can count, I know, just wait. So Mrs. Mayberry continues with her speech. Like I said, she's saying things about Hitlers and Epstein's of the world. And Blitz just doesn't seem to care at all. He explains how it works. He only kills the people that are up topside, as they call it, up on Earth, whereas everyone she already killed are down here. They don't kill people down in hell anymore. Mrs. Mayberry is like, listen, yeah, Martha survived, and she's a hero.
She is not a hero!
Okay, she's not a hero. Meanwhile, Moxie is doing some target practice on a family portrait with his cross. Moxie is like, well, why would we need to kill a family unless it's a mob family? Which is so, like, heavy foreshadowing. Talk about that later, but yeah, that's heavy on the foreshadowing, Moxie. So Luna runs down the reasons of why they would need to kill a family.
This kid probably sets dogs on fire. Maybe this girl gets off to bullying Australian kids online, and this guy definitely watches.
Right as Moxie is about to shoot the crossbow, Blitz slams open the door to introduce their latest client, and the crossbow bolt pings everywhere, and then the fish tank with the electric eels falls down, and the office goes on fire. Fun fact, electric eels don't actually conduct electricity. Well, they do conduct electricity, but they don't look like that, in case you didn't know. I like fish. Blitz offers to do the job within 24 hours or the kill is free. And Moxie's like, when did we introduce this policy?
When you set fire to my office in front of a client, you fucking dipshit!
There's also a billboard on the back, which is great. Like, it's like Blitz using text-to-speech. It's fucking beautiful. And the arrow was pointing the complete wrong way to the imp office. So I love it. So anyway, they go through the portal for topside. They end up in a nice little family home out in the countryside in the forest and all that, you know, lovely. They're all sitting down for dinner. Martha's cooked. She still has a bandage on her head. And Blitz is going to snipe her, and Moxie's like, do we really want to be doing this to family? And Blitz is like, well, we're not killing a family. We're killing their mother, so we're ruining a family. Which, fair enough. So Moxie is like, can we not talk about this for a minute? And he pushes the gun right as Blitz is about to shoot Martha. Misses Martha completely. So Martha and her husband Ralphie and their 2 kids, their son and daughter, all whip out guns because they're a big hunting family. They like shooting things. And the sound Moxie makes here is fucking brilliant. That is what my asthma sounds like in the morning. So Martha and her family start hunting down the 3 imps. Millie gets caught by Ralphie first, and then Moxie gets caught by the 2 kids. I don't know how, we don't see it. And he's tied to a chair, and there are 10 bodies here. And this is a really fucking creepy scene. These kids are like more demonic than the fucking imps are supposed to be. Texas Chainsaw fucking who? Blitz is then chased by Martha, and at that right moment, Stolas calls, and he's like, can I have my grimoire back? Like, you have my grimoire, you know? And Blitz says... So the grimoire is being used illegally by Blitz. Although Stola says it's technically illegal. No, it's fully illegal. Like, you can, how is it technically? So I think only the Ars Goetia are supposed to have grimoires. Like, we've kind of talked about the hierarchy of hell. So I don't think, I've never seen any of the sins with one, so I think it's just supposed to be Ars Goetia, because that's kind of what they're made for. They're made for different things. Stolas is the stars and whatnot, the lunar cycle and things. So Stolas comes up with a deal, another one, which is Blitz brings the grimoire back once a month for the full moon.
Oh, Blitz, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to feel your slimy inside of my...
So those bleeps all happen, and Blitz is chased down and caught. Moxie escapes and rushes towards the woods, and meanwhile, Millie and Blitz are tied to a stake, and Martha's like, sending you back to hell where you came from, and throws the fire down, and it turns out earth fire doesn't actually burn the imps.
But I mean, I could fake it if that'll get your dick hard.
Which is a bit disappointing, so Martha's like, I'll just shoot you instead. Moxie snipes Martha right in the head before that happens. She's dead. So Ralphie runs off while Millie and Moxie are cuddling, and then Moxie says, like, before they go back home, Moxie's like, I have to go do something real quick. I need to go back to the house. So he runs back, and as he's running back, we can still hear Stolas on the phone. And Moxie isn't going to kill Ralphie and the kids. He's like, I'm going to call... you guys are monsters and all that, but I think you guys deserve a second chance. I'm going to call your earthly authorities, and if that sounds familiar to you, that's because Moxie is voiced by Richard Stephen Horvitz, who has voiced, like, most of my childhood. He's done Destroy All Humans, he's done Invader Zim, he's done The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. He's done so much. I'm just going to show you some clips of, like, my favourite ones that he's done.
Oh, man!
Crypto!
What?
Crypto? How are we going to find information if you kill important people? Am I the only one who understands the complexities of this ambitious cinematic masterpiece? This movie isn't stupid! You're stupid!
I'll lay eggs in your stomach. I mean it.
Now all of China knows you're here.
So Ralphie is also a voice actor that's recognisable. He is voiced by Maxwell Atoms, who was also in Billy and Mandy. So Moxie is ready to go now, and he seems really happy that he helped the family by calling the police, until the police all come and blow up the house, which kills Ralphie and the two kids inside, I'm assuming, because, you know, there's no way they escaped that in time. And also the teddy bear kind of lands there. The episode ends with a little celebration with Mrs. Mayberry, and we'll see her return to the show eventually. And that ends episode 1, Murder Family. Episode 2 is Lululand. Shut the fuck up! Sorry, Luna. And it's definitely one of my favourite episodes of the season. And yeah, if you like this video, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, whatever. If you want to see more, let me know. Yeah, I'm still trying to get to 100 subscribers. I don't know if I'll go past that after I react, because this will be out way after my reaction to the new Helluva short that will be out by this point. So yeah, because I'm weeks ahead of my schedule of filming. So anyway, stay safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next video.